Before we begin, pause for just 1 second and tap the like button, because the story you're about to hear explains why you are here at all. Earth did not begin as a paradise. It began as a target, a world under constant attack, struck again and again by objects moving faster than bullets, carrying energies greater than the largest nuclear weapons ever built. And yet, against all odds, this cosmic violence did not destroy Earth. It created it. This is the story of how the deadliest asteroid era in our planet's history forged the conditions for life itself. If that sounds impossible, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at Earth, the Moon, or even your next glass of water the same way again. 4.5 billion years ago, the solar system was chaos. The sun had only just ignited, surrounded by a vast rotating disk of dust, ice, gas, and shattered rock. Inside this disk, countless fragments collided, merged, and shattered again, slowly assembling the planets we know today. Earth formed quickly but violently, growing through enormous impacts that left its surface molten and unstable. Its skies were thick with toxic gases, its oceans did not yet exist, and for a time, the bombardment slowed, just as scientists expected. But then, something strange happened. Long after the planets should have settled into calm, the inner solar system was hit by a sudden, catastrophic surge of impacts. Asteroids began falling in staggering numbers, slamming into Earth and the Moon with apocalyptic force. This period is known as the Late Heavy Bombardment, and it may be the most important chapter in Earth's history. The Moon still carries the scars of this era, giant craters packed so closely together they could only have formed during a concentrated storm of impacts. Earth, however, shows no such record, not because it was spared, but because it was too alive. Its crust melted, shifted, fractured, and recycled itself, erasing every visible trace. So what caused this cosmic ambush? The answer may lie far beyond Earth, with a planet so massive that it reshaped the entire solar system: Jupiter. Early in its life, Jupiter did not stay where it is today. It moved, and when it did, it turned the solar system into a gravitational weapon. Jupiter's immense gravity is unlike anything else in the solar system. Even today, it captures asteroids, deflects comets, and reshapes orbits from millions of kilometers away. But in the early solar system, Jupiter's influence was far more destructive. As the gas surrounding the young sun slowly dissipated, it dragged Jupiter inward toward the inner solar system. Saturn followed. And when these two giants locked into a gravitational resonance, they abruptly reversed course. This sudden migration destabilized vast reservoirs of debris that had remained untouched for hundreds of millions of years. Millions of asteroids were flung inward, crossing Earth's orbit in enormous waves. And these were not all the same. Some asteroids formed close to the sun. These rocky, metal-rich bodies delivered iron, nickel, and silicates that strengthened Earth's crust. But others formed far beyond the frost line, where ice and carbon compounds could survive. These darker, primitive asteroids carried something far more valuable than metal: water, carbon, nitrogen, and complex organic molecules. Each impact was devastating. Entire regions of Earth's surface were melted. Oceans, if they existed at all, were vaporized again and again. The sky glowed with falling fire. And yet, timing changed everything. By the time this asteroid storm began, Earth's surface had cooled just enough to retain an atmosphere. Water delivered by impacts no longer escaped instantly into space. Instead, it condensed, pooled, and stayed. Rain fell for thousands of years. Basins carved by impacts filled with water. The first oceans began to form. But water alone was not enough. Inside meteorites, scientists have discovered amino acids and molecular precursors to DNA and RNA. These compounds cannot easily form on a hot, barren planet, but they can form in space. And when massive asteroids struck Earth, they delivered these molecules intact, mixing them into a turbulent environment rich with energy, heat, lightning, and chemical gradients. If you're finding this fascinating, tap like now, because this is where the story stops being about rocks and starts being about life. Earth was becoming a planetary laboratory, primed by destruction, loaded with ingredients, and powered by chaos. As the bombardment slowly declined, Earth entered a narrow and extraordinary window. The surface cooled, oceans deepened, the atmosphere thickened. Hydrothermal vents erupted across the ocean floor, releasing mineral-rich fluids that created natural energy gradients. These environments are now considered some of the most likely birthplaces of life. And astonishingly, geological evidence suggests that life appeared almost immediately after the bombardment ended, not hundreds of millions of years later. Almost instantly in cosmic terms. This timing is not random. Without the asteroid storm, Earth might never have received enough water. Without the storm, it might have lacked the metals and minerals needed for complex chemistry. Without the storm, organic molecules might never have reached the surface in sufficient quantities. And without Jupiter's migration, the storm may never have happened at all. Earth's early surface was violently dynamic. Tectonic plates moved far faster than they do today. Magma churned beneath a thin crust. Craters were swallowed, erased, recycled. This is why Earth appears deceptively calm compared to the Moon. The Moon froze in time. Earth evolved. But evolution does not begin gently. It begins under pressure. Chemical systems exposed to constant disruption are forced to become more complex or disappear. In this way, the asteroid era may have acted as a brutal filter, accelerating chemical evolution. Only stable, self-sustaining systems could persist. Over time, those systems grew more organized, more efficient, and eventually capable of replication. This is not speculation alone. The isotopic signatures in ancient rocks suggest biological activity dating back more than 3.8 billion years, right at the end of the bombardment. Life did not crawl onto Earth quietly. It erupted as soon as conditions allowed. If this realization changes how you see Earth, let the algorithm know by liking the video, because what comes next is even more unsettling. This may not be unique to Earth. If asteroid storms are common in young planetary systems, then the very process that nearly destroyed our planet could be a universal mechanism for creating life elsewhere in the universe. Today, almost nothing remains on Earth from this era, but the Moon remembers everything. Its surface is a fossil record of the solar system's most violent youth. Each crater marks an impact that Earth once shared. By studying lunar rocks, scientists have reconstructed the timeline of this chaos and continue to debate its exact shape. Was the bombardment a sharp spike or a long decline? Did Jupiter alone cause it, or were other giants involved? Future missions like Artemis aim to answer these questions by returning samples from untouched regions of the Moon. But regardless of the details, the conclusion is profound. The water in Earth's oceans likely came from asteroids. The metals in our technology were delivered from space. The carbon in your body may trace its origin to ancient rocks formed far beyond Earth's orbit. Life on Earth did not emerge in spite of catastrophe. It emerged because of it. We are the descendants of cosmic collisions, born from chaos, forged by falling worlds, and shaped by a universe that creates through destruction. The next time you look at the Moon, remember that its scars are not symbols of failure. They are the signature of creation. And the next time you hear about an asteroid passing near Earth, remember this. Without asteroids, there might be no oceans, no atmosphere, no biology, and no you. If this video gave you a new way to see our planet and your place in the universe, hit like before you leave, because this story deserves to be seen. And if you want to explore more moments where the universe turns destruction into creation, stay with us here on Cosmic Nexus, where the deepest truths of the cosmos are waiting to be uncovered.